All right, we're going to deal with the topic today, the psychological barriers of African American men and prostate cancer. African American men constitute a significant amount of people who suffer and die with prostate cancer. The psychological barriers are present, and the problem for many, or in many cases, of African American men is the fact that we don't want to take the time to do what it takes to get treated once we feel something out of place, or it appears that something is out of place. There is a quote from Yarber and Syed in the book they put out in 2010. The text states, prostate cancer is the most common form of cancer. That's on page 426. The article, Prostate in African American Men by Diana Rodriguez, affirms prostate cancer is the fourth common reason for overall death of African American men. Prostate cancer, unfortunately, affects not only the men, but it also affects the family members, because men that don't take the time to have themselves checked regularly, that don't take the time to take note of the different signs, such as middle of the night, getting up to go to the restroom excessively during the day, having to go to the restroom excessively. These are signs of a possible form of prostate cancer developing in black men. What prostate cancer is actually, it is a form of cancer that develops in the prostate, a gland in the male reproductive system. Most prostate cancers are slow growing. However, again, the signs are so prevalent. Let's talk about the reproductive systems. It's important when a man, for lack of a better term, starts to have problems with intimacy. That could be signs of prostate cancer. When a man may have issues with premature ejaculation, for lack of a better word, that's a sign of prostate cancer. Most African American men make up a large number of people who are suffering and dying from prostate cancer. Though there are several adversities and psychological barriers that prohibit African American men from being proactive. Programs, literature, support groups, and the medical field are making viable effort to eliminate the psychological discourse through offering partnerships within the community, such as health fairs where men come in and get tested freely. A lot of churches are beginning to have weekend sessions just for men. Now, women do it all the time with the breast cancer awareness screening, and they have breast cancer month, but men need to be more concerned about this tragic thing called prostate cancer. I'm sure in every household we know at least one or two black men that are between 50 and 70 that have had an issue with prostate cancer, or that is having issues with prostate cancer. One of the psychological factors that have caused an increase of African American men with prostate cancer is the fact that many feel that they are not able to have affordable health care. That's very important. We're so glad that Obamacare is up and running now, because it gives black men no excuse not to go and have this thing checked out. Another note that we have to really look at, sad to say, is that the African American ego of the black man is one that is dominant and culturally influenced and affects how African men handle medical issues. We have to get past the barrier of, I'm a man, I get up, I have to go to work. If we feel something in our body right then and there, it needs to be checked, double checked, and rechecked. And then finally, I want to deal with prostate cancer, unfortunately, is a disease that causes men to feel less than a man. It's something different to have a toothache or a headache, because you know you can take an aspirin and that'll go away. If it's a toothache, you can go to the dentist, they can pull that out, and that alleviates that pain. But with prostate cancer, in some cases, men may have to go through a type of surgery that might take parts of them that they feel that makes them a real man. And so, in conclusion, as black men, we need to make sure that we always check and recheck our bodies. We need to make sure to discuss it with our wives or our girlfriends, and then be able to go and get the help that we need to allow us to stay here for the duration of our lives to raise our children.
Another speak?
Over.
Oh, okay.
Did it come through?